There are moments in life when you realize that all the blood, sweat, and sleepless nights chasing your dreams would mean nothing without the right people standing beside you. And for me, that moment came on the opening night of 1587 Prime, the steakhouse I built with my brother, Patrick Mahomes, when I looked up and saw Taylor Swift and Kylie Kelce walking in together, side by side, glowing with pride, love, and support. And I swear to you, you have to your assault for, and I swear to you, you have forget something deeper than any Super Bowl victory, something that went straight to my heart. I had always dreamed of opening a place that was more than just a restaurant, more than a business. I wanted it to be a legacy, a landmark that represented not just football glory, but also the city that has given me everything, Kansas City. And when Patrick and I decided on the name 1587, our numbers stitched together like family, it already felt personal. But seeing the two most important women in my life women in my life step throughout the women in my life step throughout labor. I can still picture it perfectly. The chandeliers casting golden light across the polished wood, the smell of sizzling steaks drifting from the kitchen, laughter bouncing off the walls, cameras flashing from every corner as guests and media tried to capture every second. And then, suddenly, amidst all that noise and chaos, I saw Taylor, elegant and radiant in her black dress with a fur coat draped across her shoulders, her red lips curving into two, her red lips curving into two, hurtly in. Her really ding to two prostitute with a span cows, her red lips curving into two, her black dress with a fur coat draped across her shoulders, her red lips curving into two, and beside her, Kylie, grounded and strong. The sister-in-law who has been there through family highs and lows, walking together like they had planned it their whole lives, like they weren't just attending an opening, but sending me a message without saying a single word. We're here for you, Trav. We've got your back, and we're proud. Jason joked about it later on the podcast, the way only Jason can, teasing me with that smirk, saying something like, "So you're not just catching touchdowns now, huh, Trav? You're serving up steak." But I'll say this, seeing Taylor and Kylie standing next to each other, I swear your place was shining brighter than the chandeliers. We all laughed, but behind that laughter was something real, because he knew, I knew, everybody knew that this wasn't just about a business venture or a fancy night out. It was about the people you love showing up when it matters most. I tried to put it into words on the show, but words felt too small. Still, I said, "Jason, when I saw Taylor and Kylie walk in together, I almost lost it. It wasn't about them coming to congratulate me. It was about them showing up in love, in support, in family. I thought I had built a restaurant, but that night I realized what I really built was a memory that's going to outlast anything I'll ever do on the field." And I meant every word, because Taylor had been there from the start of this dream, always pushing me, always reminding me that details matter, that atmosphere matters, that how you make people feel will always matter more than what you serve. She would walk through the space when it was still unfinished, her eyes catching details I never noticed, whispering ideas about light, about sound, about how the energy of a place can shape people's memories. And she told me once, "Babe, think about how people will feel when they walk in here, the way the lighting needs to hug them, the way the tables should invite conversation, the way the whole space should make memories feel permanent." And I swear to you, the whole space, gospel. That's what makes her so special. She doesn't just show up, she transforms everything she touches. She pours herself into the little things. And by the time the opening night came, I already knew she had left her fingerprint on every corner of that restaurant. When she finally stepped through those doors on opening night, the cameras only saw a superstar, but I saw my partner, my love, the woman who believed in me even when I was too tired to believe in myself. And then there was Kylie, steady and constant, the kind of person who doesn't need to be loud to make an impact, the sister-in-law who has been through every family gathering, every chaotic holiday, who knows the highs and lows of this life, and having her there meant more than words can explain. Together, Taylor and Kylie didn't just stand in the restaurant. They anchored me. They reminded me that no matter how far football takes me, no matter how crazy the spotlight gets, at the core of it all is family, and without that, none of this would matter. I stood there on stage that night, giving my little thank you speech, and I know my voice cracked more than once because I couldn't keep the emotion down. I thought about how I used to dream about football when I was a kid, how I thought lifting trophies would be the peak, but here I was in a suit that suddenly felt too tight, realizing that real victory wasn't about touchdowns or rings, it was about looking across the room and seeing Taylor's smile, Kylie's nod, Jason's laugh, and feeling that even in this crazy world, I'm not alone. And maybe that's what I tried to say on the podcast when I told Jason I thought I was building a restaurant, but what I really built was a memory. It sounds simple, but it's true because businesses rise and fall, seasons come and go, but that memory, that picture of Taylor and Kylie walking in together, that's going to stay with me until the day I leave this earth. And maybe that's why I got so emotional, why my words spilled out, because gratitude is a hard thing to hold back when it hits you that deep. I'm grateful to Patrick for building this dream with me. I'm grateful to Jason for always being there to ground me. I'm grateful to Kylie for her quiet, steady support. And I'm grateful beyond words for Taylor for the way she not only stands beside me, but lifts me, shapes me, pushes me to see the bigger picture. That night wasn't about 1587 Prime, not really. It was about love. It was about family. It was about realizing that at the end of the day, no stake, no spotlight, no trophy will ever compare to the feeling of knowing the people you love most are standing right there with you. And that's the story I'll carry forever because it wasn't just an opening night, it was the night my dream became a memory written in my soul.